Everything is quieter now than it was before. Like the world has settled down outside my door. There's no rush in how I breathe, no weight I need to hold, just a softness in the air I didn't have before. I can feel it in the silence, in the space between each thought. Not a thing I need to reach, not a thing I need to want. There's a calm that stays with me, even when I move, like a quiet kind of truth. I don't need to prove, I don't need to chase the moment, I don't need to make it last. I can let it come and go without holding to the past. And I can feel it in my chest, not a fire, not a spark, just a steady kind of light in the middle of the dark. This is more than just a feeling, this is more than just a phase. This is something that remains, even when it fades. There were nights I couldn't see where I was supposed to go, but I kept on moving forward even when it felt slow. And now I see it differently in the way I stand. I was building something quiet, I just didn't understand. I don't need to change the past, I don't need to rewrite everything that brought me here. Help me find this light. There's a rhythm in the stillness, in the way I let it be. Not forcing every answer, just allowing it to reach me. And I can feel it in my chest, not a fire, not a spark, just a steady kind of light in the middle of the dark. This is more than just a feeling, this is more than just a phase. This is something that remains, even when it fades. Even when the noise returns, even when the day begins, I can carry this within me, underneath my skin. Not a voice that has to shout, not a thing I need to show, just a quiet kind of knowing that continues as I go. I don't need to rush tomorrow, I don't need to understand. I can step into the future with a steady kind of hand. Everything's quieter now, but it's not the end. It's just a softer kind of space I can carry again. I can carry again. I can carry again. I can carry again.
I can feel it in the way I move, something steady in my stride. Not a rush, not a race, just a rhythm I can ride. Every step feels clearer now, every breath feels light, like I finally found a way to stand inside the light. I don't question where I'm going, I don't doubt can trust the way I'm moving. I can trust this place. There's a confidence I didn't have in the way I stay. Not because I know it all, but because I found my way. I don't need to look for answers, I don't need to prove. I can follow what I feel and let it gently move. There's a balance in the motion, in the way I breathe. Like I'm finally connected to the path I couldn't see. I used to hesitate every time I tried, but now I step forward without needing to hide. The world is wide and open, but I don't feel small. I feel a part of something that's been there through it all. There's a strength that now I carry every step I take. Not a force, not a push, just a choice I make. I don't need to speed it up, I don't need to slow it down. I can walk into the future with both feet on the ground. The moment feels enough. The direction feels right, and I'm not looking back now. I'm stepping into light. I can feel it in the way I move, and I'm not letting go. This is more than just a moment. This is something I know.
I don't feel the rush today, but I'm moving anyway. Not because I have to, but because I found a way. There's a calm inside my chest that I didn't know before. Not a loud and burning fire, just a steady kind of core. The morning's still unfolding in a quiet kind of light, and everything feels softer now, but somehow still feels right. I don't need to prove I'm ready, I don't need to move too fast. I can take it step by step and still outgrow my past. There's a rhythm in the silence, in the way I breathe and stay. Like I'm finally in the moment instead of drifting away. I used to chase a feeling that I couldn't hold on to, but now I let it come to me and somehow it feels true. I don't need to force the future, I don't need to understand. I can trust the way I'm moving, I can trust the way I stand. Every little step I take is enough to make it real. Not a sudden transformation, just a shift in how I feel. There's a peace in letting go of the need to get it right, of the need to be a version that I thought I had to fight. I can carry this momentum without losing who I am, not becoming something else, just becoming what I can. The day is moving forward.
it settling in. Everything I've done, like the echo of a moment, still shining in the sun. Not a rush, not a high, just a steady kind of glow. Like I finally found a rhythm I don't have to outgrow. I'm not chasing after something, and I'm not trying to prove. I'm just moving with the feeling in a different kind of groove. There's a calm inside the motion, there's a peace inside the pace. Like I don't have to question if I'm in the right place. I let the moment carry me, I don't hold it tight. I don't need to make it last, I just let it feel right. Every breath is easier, every step feels clear. Like the weight I used to carry doesn't follow me here. I don't need to look behind me, I don't need to look ahead. I can stay inside this moment where nothing's left unsaid. There's a quiet kind of power in the way I stand, not because I reach the top, but because I understand. I don't need to force the future, I don't need to make a plan. I can trust the way I'm moving, I can trust the way I am. The day keeps rolling forward, but I'm not in a race. I can take it as it comes, in a softer kind of pace. There's a light in every second I don't try to hold, it just lives inside the moment and it never gets old. I can feel it settling in, everything I've done. Not an ending, not a start, just a quiet kind of one. I can feel the shift again, something soft, not loud, like a quiet kind of presence rising through the calm. I was drifting in the silence, in a place without a name, but I'm slowly coming back now, and it doesn't feel the same. There's a warmth inside my chest that I didn't have before. Not a fire that consumes me, just a steady kind of core. I don't need to move too fast, I don't need to understand. I can stay inside this moment with a steady kind of hand. And I can feel it in my breath, and the way it slowly flows. Not a question needing answers, just a truth I finally know. This is more than just a moment, this is more than just a day. This is something that I carry, even when it fades away. I don't need to hold it tightly, I don't need to make it stay. I can let it move through me and still keep it in a way. There were times I felt uncertain, there were days I couldn't see where the path was really leading, or what it meant for me. But I stayed and I kept going, even when it wasn't clear. And I think that's what created this quiet feeling here. I don't need a perfect answer, I don't need a perfect line. I can stand inside the moment and just know that it is mine. And I can feel it in my breath, in the way it slowly flows. Not a question needing answers, just a truth I finally know. This is more than just a moment, this is more than just a day. This is something that I carry, even when it fades away. Every step I took before, every time I chose to stay, built a path I didn't notice, but I'm walking it today. There's a softness in the progress, in the way it slowly grows. Not a sudden transformation, just a truth I finally know. I don't need to be someone else, I don't need to restart. I can take what I've been given and rebuild it from the heart. There's a rhythm in the stillness, in the way I let it be. Not forcing every moment, just allowing it to reach me. And I can feel it in my breath, in the way it slowly flows. Not a question needing answers, just the truth I finally know. Even when the day begins, even when the noise returns, I can carry this within me, through every twist and turn. Not a voice that has to shout, not a thing I need to prove, just a quiet kind of knowing, in the way I choose to move. I can feel the shift again, and I think I understand. This is not an ending, just a place where I can stand.
I can see it clearer now, what I couldn't name before. All the things I used to carry don't feel heavy anymore. Not because they disappeared, not because they're gone, but I finally understand where they really belong. There were parts I tried to hide, parts I tried to change, thinking I differently in the way I breathe today. Every piece of who I was helped me find this way. I don't need to erase it, I don't need to fight. Everything I've been through brought me to this light. There's a strength in every moment I thought I couldn't stand. Every time I didn't break was something I now understand. I don't need to prove I've changed, I don't need to show the world. This is something quiet, something only I can hold. There's a peace in knowing I don't have to run. I can move into the future without leaving who I've been undone. Every step feels honest now, every breath feels true, like I'm finally standing in a point of view. I don't need to rush ahead, I don't need to stay behind. I can walk inside this moment with a steady kind of mind. There's no version I'm chasing, there's no role I need to play. I can be exactly this and still grow every day. I can feel it in the silence, in the space I used to fill. Not with noise, not with doubt, but with something calm and still. I can see it clearer now, what I couldn't name before. I was never really lost, I just hadn't seen the door.
Didn't notice when it changed the way I see the day. All the things that used to matter don't feel the same way. Not because they disappeared, not because they're gone, but I see them differently now, in a place where I belong. There's a quiet in my thoughts that I didn't have before. Not empty, not lost, just something I can hold. I don't need to chase a feeling, I don't need to prove I've grown. I can see it in the way I stand, I can feel it on my own. There's a peace in looking back without wanting to return. In every step I took, there's something I can learn. I don't regret the moments that I didn't understand. They were part of something bigger that led me where I stand. I can feel it in the silence, in the space I let it be. Not a question I need answered, just a part of me. The day is slowly fading, but I don't feel the end. Just another kind of moment I don't need to defend. I don't need to another kind of moment I don't need to defend. There's There's a softness in the progress, in the way it quietly grows. Not a sudden kind of change, just something that I know. I don't need to hold the future, I don't need to define every version of tomorrow. I can let it align. There's a strength in being present, in the way I choose to stay. Not escaping from the moment, but living in the day. I didn't notice when it changed, but I'm grateful that it did. Not because I became someone else, but because I finally lived.
I don't feel the same anymore. Something's different in my veins, like a current running through me, breaking out of all the chains. I've been holding back too long, I've been standing on the edge, but I'm done with hesitation, I'm done with playing safe. There's a fire in my heartbeat, there's a spark I can't ignore. Every step is getting louder, every second wanting more. I don't need to slow it down, I don't need to think it through. I've been waiting all my life, now I'm breaking through. I'm running like I've never run, I'm rising like I never fell. This is more than just a moment, this is where I come alive. No more fear inside my mind, no more voices pulling me. I'm not asking for a reason, I'm just stepping into be. The world is moving faster now, but I'm faster than the pace. Every limit I imagine is disappearing without a trace. I don't need a second chance, I don't need to look behind. Everything I thought I lost, I just had to redefine. I'm running like I've never run, I'm rising like I never fell. This is more than just a moment, this is where I come alive. No more fear inside my mind, no more voices pulling me. I'm not asking for a reason, I'm just stepping into be. There's no ceiling over me, there's no ground I have to stay. I can feel it in my body, this is more than just a day. Every doubt I ever had, every wall I used to see, is collapsing in the distance as I step into the me. I'm not stopping, I won't break, I'm not fading into doubt. This is everything I needed, this is what it's all about.
feet. There's a pulse inside my chest, and it's louder than the beat. No more waiting for the moment, no more standing in the back. I've been holding something in me, now I'm finally on track. There's a fire in the sunlight, breaking through the gray. Every step is getting clearer as I'm moving to the day. I don't need to feel ready, I don't need to feel right. I just need to keep on moving through the morning light. I'm running into something new, not looking back again. Every second pushing forward, this is where I begin. No hesitation in my stride, no doubt inside my head. I'm done with standing still, I'm done with what I said. I'm done with what I said. The world is moving fast around me, but I'm moving faster still. Not chasing after something, just following my will. Every street feels like a runway, every door a chance. I don't need a perfect reason, just a moment to advance. I can feel the energy in everything I see, like the city's waking up just to move along with me. I'm running into something new, not looking back again. Every second pushing forward, this is where I begin. No hesitation in my stride, no doubt inside my head. I'm done with standing still, I'm done with what I said. I'm done with what I said. I don't need to prove a thing, I don't need to justify this momentum that I'm feeling or the reason why I try. I just know I won't slow down, I just know I won't stop. There's a rhythm in this heartbeat and it's taking me to the top. And the sky is wide open and I'm stepping into it, not afraid of what's ahead. I'm already committed, I'm running into something new, and I'm not turning back. This is more than just a feeling, this is everything I lack. No hesitation in my stride, no doubt inside my head. This is where I come alive. No hesitation in my stride, no doubt inside my head. This is where I come alive. This is where I step I don't need to think it through, I can feel it in my stride. Every step is leading somewhere, I don't have to decide. There's a lightness in the air that I didn't notice then, like the world is opening up in a way I understand. I'm not chasing after something, I'm not trying to be ahead. I'm just walking in a direction that feels honest instead. There's no pressure in the motion, there's no weight I have to hold. I can move into the moment without doing what I'm told. I let the rhythm guide me, I let it take me through. Every turn feels natural, every step feels true. I don't need a perfect answer, I don't need a perfect line. I can trust the way I'm moving, I can trust the way it's mine. The day is moving with me, not against, not away. Like everything around me is aligning with my pace. I used to feel uncertain every time I took a chance, but now I see the beauty in the way I can advance. Every step is enough, every breath is real. I don't need to question what I already feel. There's no rush to get there, there's no fear of falling back. I can walk into the future without losing track. The path is not a straight line, but it doesn't have to be. Every turn is something that's becoming part of me. I don't need to prove I'm ready, I don't need to justify this direction. see. Not because I found the answer, but because I chose to be.
I remember how it felt back then, standing in the same place, watching all the days go by, with a quiet kind of space. I didn't know which way to go, I didn't know my name, not the one I carry now, not the one I became. There were moments I felt stuck, like I couldn't move ahead, like every step I tried to take just circled back instead. But I see it clearer now, in the way I stand today. Every time I didn't quit, slowly paved the way. I don't feel the same anymore, but I don't feel far from the person that I was, or the person that you are. There's a line that connects it all, every high and every low, and I wouldn't change a thing in the way I had to grow. I used to think I needed more to finally feel complete, but everything I needed was already in my reach. There's a softness in remembering without needing to go back, like a quiet kind of gratitude in the middle of the track. I don't regret the waiting, I don't regret the time. It all became a part of me in a way I can't define. There's a strength in every version of the person that I've been. Not a mistake, not a detour, just a place I stood within. And now I'm moving forward, but I carry all of it, not as weight, not as doubt, just as something that fits. I don't need to leave it behind, I don't need to erase every step I took before led me to this place. But it doesn't feel the same, and I think that's how I know I'm not playing the same game.
I used to think it wasn't mine, this life I couldn't claim. Like I was standing in the shadows of a version with a name. I kept waiting for a moment that would pull me into place, but every door I stood before just showed me my own face. There were nights I felt invisible, days I let things slide, telling myself I'd figure it out while I slowly stepped aside. But something started shifting in the way I saw it all. Not a sudden kind of answer, just a quiet kind of call. It said you don't need permission, you don't need to be chosen. You've been standing in your own way, something I didn't understand. Now I see it in the distance, and I see it in my hands. I was never really lost, I just didn't take a stand. This is more than just a feeling. This is more than just a day. This is everything I bury, finally finding its way. I don't need another version, I don't need another try. I can take what I've been given and finally decide. There's no perfect way to start it, there's no perfect way to be. It's just a moment where you stop and choose what you can see. And I'm standing in that moment, and I'm not looking away. This is more than just a change, this is how I stay.
I woke up to a different light, not the same as yesterday. There's something in the way it hits, like it's calling me to change. No more waiting for a sign, no more holding back my breath. I've been standing at the edge, now I'm stepping past the rest. There's a rhythm in my chest, like it's ready to begin. Every doubt I used to carry doesn't feel the same within. I don't need to have it all, I don't need to understand. Just a spark is more than enough to finally take a stand. This is where I start again, not the same as who I've been. Every step a little louder, every breath a little stronger. I don't need a perfect plan, I just need to move my feet. There's a fire in the morning, and it's pulling me to be. I can feel it in the sunlight, in the air I breathe right now. Like the world is wide open, and it's showing me how. Every second is a chance, every moment something new. I've been waiting long enough, now I'm breaking through. I let go of hesitation, I let go of yesterday. There's a future in this heartbeat, and it's mine to chase. This is where I start again. This is where I start again, not the same as who I've been. Every step a little louder, every breath a little stronger. I don't need a perfect plan, I just need to move my feet. There's a fire in the morning, and it's pulling me to be. There's a fire in the morning, and it's pulling me to be. There's no fear in moving forward, there's no weight I have to hold. Every version of my past doesn't get to take control. I'm not looking for permission, I don't need to justify what I feel inside this moment, or the reason why I rise. The sky is getting brighter, and I'm stepping into it, not as someone I was before, but as someone I commit. This is where I start again. This is where I start again. This is where I finally see. I don't have to be perfect, I just have to be me.
I'm just taking it easy now. Hey, I'm just taking it easy now. Hey. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm just taking it easy now, letting moments pass, not holding on to anything, not thinking about the past. There's a calming out I move, there's a lightness in my day, like I finally found a rhythm that won't slip away. I don't need to rush ahead, I don't need to slow, I can walk right through the middle and still feel the flow. There's a quiet kind of focus in the way I stay, not distracted by the noise that used to pull me away. I let the day unfold, I let it come to me. Every second feels enough without needing to be. I don't chase perfection, I don't chase the high, I just follow what feels right and let the rest pass by. In emotion, in a way I breathe, like I don't have to hold it all, I can just be me. The sun is moving slowly, and I'm moving too, not ahead, not behind, just aligned with something true. There's no pressure in the moment, there's no weight I have to prove, I can take it as it comes, in a simple kind of groove. I used to think I needed more to feel like I had enough, but now I see the beauty in the simple kind of stuff. Every breath is clearer, every step is mine, and I don't have to question if I'm doing fine. I'm just taking it easy now, but I'm still moving on, not standing in one place, not already gone. I'm just taking it easy now. Hey. I'm just taking it easy now. Hey. Oh, 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 oh.
I've been standing in the same place, watching time go by, telling myself I'll start tomorrow, but tomorrow never arrives. Every dream I kept inside me, every word I didn't say, every version of the future that I slowly pushed away. I got tired of the silence, I got tired of the doubt, of the voice inside my head that kept trying to count me out. There's a moment when it breaks you or it makes you finally move, and I think I hit a perfect kind of start, just a decision in a second that can rewrite who you are. And I'm choosing it right now, not tomorrow, not again. This is where I stop waiting. This is where I begin. Not every morning feels the same. Not every step feels light. There are days I wake up tired, still learning how to fight. But I don't see it as a setback, I don't see it as a fall. It's just another moment where I choose to stand it all. There's a strength in showing up, even when it's slow, even when the fire's quiet. There's still a steady glow. I don't need to feel amazing, I don't need to feel complete. I just need to keep on moving, one more step on my feet. This is how I keep going, not a rush, not a race, just a quiet kind of power I can carry through the day. I don't need to be perfect, I don't need to feel strong, I just need to keep on showing where I know I belong. There are moments I feel down, there are times I feel unsure, but I don't let it stop me. I don't need to be secure, I can move inside the question, I can grow inside the fear. Every step I take within it makes the direction clear. There's a rhythm and persistence in the way I choose to stay, not because it's always easy, but because I find a way. I don't measure my progress by how fast I arrive, I measure it in moments where I choose to stay alive. This is how I keep going, not a rush, not a race, just a quiet kind of power I can carry through the day. I don't need to be perfect, I don't need to feel strong, I just need to keep on showing where I know I belong. And maybe that's the answer, maybe that's the truth. Not a sudden kind of change, but a steady kind of proof that I can keep on walking, even when it's slow, that I can keep on rising, even when I don't know. The day is slowly fading out, but I don't feel the end, just a quiet kind of closing, like a soft and steady friend. I've been moving all this time, I've been finding my own way. Now I'm standing in the silence at the edge of what I made. There's a calm I didn't know in the way I let it be. Not holding on to everything, just letting it reach me. I don't need to rush ahead, I don't need to stay behind. I can stand inside this moment with a steady kind of mind. And I can feel it in my chest, not a fire, not a storm, just a quiet kind of strength that feels simple, feels warm. This is more than just a change, this is more than just a day. This is something that I carry even when it fades away. There were times I couldn't see what was waiting underneath, all the doubt and hesitation, all the things I couldn't reach. But I stayed and I kept moving, even when it wasn't clear. And I think that's what it gave me, this quiet feeling here. There were times I couldn't see what was waiting underneath, all the doubt and hesitation, all the things I couldn't reach. But I stayed and I kept moving, even when it wasn't clear. And I think that's what it gave me, this quiet feeling here. I don't need a perfect ending, I don't need a perfect line. I can stand inside the moment and just know that it is mine. And I can feel it in my chest, not a fire, not a storm, just a quiet kind of strength that feels simple, feels warm. This is more than just a change, this is more than just a day. This is something that I carry even when it fades away. Every step I took before, every time I chose to stay, built a path I didn't notice, but I'm walking it today. There's a softness in the progress, in the way it slowly grows. Not a sudden transformation, just a truth I finally know. I don't need to be someone else, I don't need to restart. I can take what I've been given and build it into something smart. There's a rhythm in the stillness, in the way I let it breathe. Not forcing every moment, just allowing it to be. And I can feel it in my chest, not a fire, not a storm, just a quiet kind of strength that feels simple, feels warm. This is more than just a change, this is more than just a day. This is something that I carry even when it fades away. Even when the lights go down, even when the noise is gone, I'll still feel it in the silence, like it's been there all along. Not a voice that's calling out, not a force that pulls me through, just a steady kind of presence that reminds me what is true. The day is slowly fading out, but I don't feel the end, just a quiet kind of beginning I can carry again. There's a bounce in how I walk today, didn't plan it, just feels right, like the rhythm found me first, before I even tried. Every step is catching something in the air I didn't see, like the world is moving with me. Instead chasing me. I don't need to overthink it, I don't need to make it last. I just let it keep on flowing, and I don't look to the past. There's a groove in every moment, in the way the day unfolds. Not too fast, not too slow, just a story being told. I let the music carry me in everything I do. Even in the quiet seconds, there's a rhythm breaking through. I don't need a big reaction, I don't need to stand out loud. I can feel it in the small things, and that's more than I allow. There's a smile I didn't notice, just sitting on my face. Like I finally stopped running, and I found a better pace. The world is full of motion, but I'm moving just enough. Not resisting, not controlling, just accepting what is up. There's a flow I didn't trust before, but now I let it lead. Not because I understand it, but because it's what I need. I don't question every turn, I don't second guess the way. I can trust the way I'm walking through the middle of the day. There's a lightness in my heartbeat, in the way I stay aligned. Like I finally found a version that I don't leave behind. I let the rhythm guide me, I let it take me through, and everything feels easier when I let it be true. Hi, holla. Hi, holla. Hi, holla.
There's a rhythm in my step today I didn't have before. Like the ground beneath me changed when I walked out that door. Every sound feels different now, like it's part of something new. Every little moment feels a little more true. I don't overthink the timing, I don't question every move. I just follow where it's going, and I fall into the groove. There's a lightness in my shoulders, there's a freedom in my pace. Like I finally stopped running from a version I can face. I let the music take me, I let it pull me through. Not chasing after something, just doing what I do. This is how it's supposed to feel, easy but alive. Not a fight to stay afloat, just a current I can ride. I don't need to rush ahead, I don't need to slow it down. I can find my balance right here, right now. Right here, right now. There's a smile I didn't plan in the middle of the day, and I don't try to stop it, I just let it stay. I used to wait for moments like they had to prove something, but now I see the beauty in the way they simply come. There's a groove in every heartbeat, in every breath I take. Like I'm finally in sync with every move I make. This is how it's supposed to feel, easy but alive. Not a fight to stay afloat, just a current I can ride. No pressure in the motion, no fear in what I choose, just a steady kind of freedom I don't wanna lose. Not trying to control it, just letting it be true. And maybe that's the answer, maybe that's the key. Not forcing